decision to go for it 31-27, go for two, what's the analytics and logic that
Well, analytics is basically, puts you down 2 and field goal wins. You get the onside kick, then a field goal wins the game.
just wanted to avoid any possibility of overtime at that
Yeah,
point?
and try to be aggressive there, and just the way the game was going, felt like we needed to, obviously make something happen, and that was a good time. We had them on their heels at that time, and it was a good decision to do that.
How much does the attrition that you've sustained figure into a decision not to avoid, or to avoid overtime, the possibility of overtime?
Well, I think sometimes that's maybe the easiest thing to think about, right? But when you're down there and your team is, just scored, we got a little momentum right there, and for me, it was kind of an easy decision to go for it at that time. Because then, if you get a chance to get the ball back, you know exactly what you got to do, right? So, either way, it worked to your advantage.
Was there a consideration, I think when it was 4th and 3, maybe 3.5 or 4.5 minutes to go, to maybe, you had all 3 of your timeouts, you were down by 7 at the time. Was there a consideration to maybe punt there, or did you just kind of feel like?
I think if it was 4th and 10, yes, but 4th and 3 is your better chance percentages to pick up the first down. So it was another one that we decided to go for and got it.
What was your overall feeling about just the flow of the game? You guys are playing uphill all day long, and it just didn't seem like things were buttoned up early.
Yeah, I think offensively we were a little disconnected. Trevor and the receivers were a little off. We had opportunities to make plays in the first half, didn't. Obviously, the turnovers, are big, and you can't do that. We had a little success early running the football. With some of the things we did to keep them off balance, but just overall, just not enough plays made. Too many self-inflicted wounds. That kept us from sustaining drives or staying on the field.
Did you feel like Calvin and Trevor weren't quite on the same page on a couple plays?
A couple times. And again, without a week of practice together, that affects that a little bit. But they, obviously that's not an excuse, and they would say the same thing. They've played a lot of football together and all of that. So we just got to evaluate the tape and figure out a way to get back on track.
Not having Christian, for the first time, was that impact compounded by the fact that Trevor wasn't really able to practice much all week?
No, I don't think so. Again, Parker, other than the fumble early in the third quarter there, I thought did some good things. Obviously, the touchdown catch was big, but he'll continue to improve. And he and Trevor will continue to work and be on the same page, and just give him some more opportunities.
You feel like it's going to take a little bit more time to kind of get the offense back in the flow without Christian?
Obviously we miss Christian. Obviously, he's a big part of the offense. But look, it's where we are in the season. This late. It's the next man up mentality, right? So we've got to continue to, as coaches, prepare our players and get those guys ready to go, regardless of who's in there. So a lot of confidence, and we move forward.
What do you make of the coaching job Stefanski's done over there? I think I saw stats. They're the 8th team to win a game 4 different starting quarterbacks since 1950.
He's doing a heck of a job. Yeah.
On the 3 interceptions, Trevor, how many of those were just over aggressive or miscommunications? What did you see on those?
Some of it was maybe, I think the first deep ball was just an overthrow. The one in the red zone, he and Calvin need to be on the same page, and they weren't, right there. And then the one in the fourth quarter, again, was a play that you hope you put it up to one of your better receivers, and you hope you can at least come down with it, or at least incomplete pass. So a little bit of everything there, but plays that we've made before, and looking forward, we got to make those.
And a couple David and Njoku touchdowns are early for the Browns. The defensive was that.
We pressured on the first one. And they got us. So credit Cleveland there. I mean, they did a good job there. And then the next one, we just misfit a gap, and he was open across the middle. All things that the second one really is in our control. And so we got to look at the film there and make that correction. Just check out the communication at the time to see what was going on.
Couple more.
Was there a good with Joe Flacco regarding playing against him and being on your roster for a hot second? I know he's only been on the Browns roster for less than a month. Or was any surprise regarding the production he put up today, even at an older age? Or
no, listen, he's a veteran guy. He's played a ton of football. He's got some really good players to throw the ball to, and he did a nice job today. And their offense did a nice job kind of keeping our guys off balance, a little bit. And, it's no surprise that he's still playing as well as he is, this late in his career.
Why do you say that?
Say what?
No surprise that he's still playing that long.
He's a veteran guy. He's played a ton of football. He's smart, and he's just one of those guys that just takes what the defense gives you, right? And he was accurate today. He threw it away, when he needed to throw it away. He managed the game, played well, and when the opportunities were there, he made the most of them, right? So got out of some sacks, so that he can escape the pocket.
Production you got out of Ezra before he got hurt, and then Hance. How did that go today?
I thought it went well. I mean, there was some pressure there. Obviously, we gave up 4 sacks, I think, today, but a lot of them came at the end of the game. When you're in those passing modes, but. I thought both guys did a nice job. Obviously we helped them as much as we could over there with tight ends and backs, and but I thought both guys held up good.
What about injuries, Cisco and Cleveland?
Both of them, we'll have to see. I don't know. I got to talk to Ferg. Obviously, we'll do more evaluation when we get home tonight.
Thanks. Thanks, Doug.
So,